Wait, fuck. It's still, you know, fuck it, I don't care. It's streaming under routine, but you know what? Does YouTube have Anthology of the Killer? Category. Anthology of the Killer. Nope. Alright, it's staying at routine. Fuck it. I am doing tests. Woman tunnels. I am doing tests. I am streaming in 1080. 60 FPS. And I want to see if I can kind of cross-stream as long as I'm playing a single-player game. Because I feel like what the problem was that I was playing an online game on top of dual streaming. So, because it seemed to only happen when I was playing Deep Rock. They say, Voice of the Killer is the first one. I kind of thought there'd be more people here. What multi-stream thing are you using? I'm using something called like Atum, A-I-T-U-M. Yeah. It's a OBS like extension, and it seems to work. Yeah. Bro's it. Duel is bro streaming? Bro is dual streaming. Jesus Christ. Okay, contents, voice of the killer, hands of the killer, drool of the killer, eyes of the killer, flesh of the killer, blood of the killer, ears of the killer, heart of the killer, face of the killer. Bonus rooms. Tried using ulti or item streaming Darktide. It's worked for me so far. It's just, I think the load made stream insanely choppy. I had to shut it off. Yeah. No. I should go through my YouTube VODs. I actually haven't checked yet. Hands. I need voice of the killer, yeah? Yeah. Voice. I don't know. I didn't want to use what I used last time because... Yeah. What the fuck is this? The last thing I used was destroying my streams, and it wasn't even my internet's fault. It was just that program. Voice of the killer. That's what the inside of my brain looks like, the game and the vibes in general. You know what? This is a very hag game, I would think. I swapped multi-RTMP. That's what, Item uses. I think. Because the multi-RTMP is like... It's just a mode of streaming. I don't know. Press enter. Strange Town series, voice of the killer. Hey y'all, welcome to the new issue of my zine of strange occurrences. Zoomers will call that a zine. We need a slur for Gen Alpha. Gen Z has a slur. Where's Gen Alphas? Because this is like, I guess Zoomers also don't. Never mind. But I'm like an elder Zoomer. So I don't count. Hee. Yeah, I don't know why it was nuking my stream with lag. It might be that, I wonder if it's online games. It might just be online games. I don't know. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Please forgive me. I had to finish my exams. I've also been busy at work due to the events I shall relate. Oh, this is the girl. I've been working in the call center of the famous insurance company Life Contracts. Things here have been extremely chaotic. Should I say agile and flexible? That's right, your correspondent has become a working girl, learning all kinds of exciting corporate lingo. Oh, I'm walking. Okay. The company built, because I was having that issue with Deep Rock Stink when I was dual streaming it. The company building is next to the sea, which would be nice if it didn't smell like piss. Night and day, the waves make an awful sound, like a vast mouth breathing. This is said to be the result of geology, the baleful science. Yes, true. Forward, 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 forward. Urgent, dear baby. I can't see you. Are you still real? Were you ever real? It's 3 a.m. I'm alone in the office. But soon the day will start, and I will see you again soon. The call target for today is 100. Can I hit it? I will need to have you escorted from my life. Sincerely, line manager, Liney. Officially, my job is to cold call people from a list of potential customers. But some days, nobody ever gives me the list. Where is the list? Who manufactures the list? I've been trying to figure it out so I won't get fired. Baleful science is crazy work. Love that. It is very good. Inside is always busy and packed feeling and panicked feeling, and nobody wants to talk to me. Sign of a vibrant company culture. Everything smells like carpet. Behind closed doors, I hear footsteps and chatter. Whoa. Guys, it's a ghost after and then Sailmatic. Guys. There they are. There's that trust poster again. I guess everyone wears these sheets in the office as a confidentiality requirement. Mine hasn't arrived yet, although when I gave HR my address, they promised they would visit me soon. Wowee, there they are. That they are, there. Oh, it's my desk. I'll say this camera's kind of dookie buttholes a little bit. Muffled cloth sounds. In the break room, a shroud turns to face me. From beneath the sheet, I dimly sense lips moving, chattering against the fabric. I can't hear any words. I'm still not good at work banter, so I just smile and nod as I try to find the coffee machine. Same news as always. The sound is off and the radio is playing Wham! 2 inches of strangely viscous coffee ooze out of the machine. I think I'm getting a taste for it. Oh. Ooh. I guess they are just sprites. That's fine. Watch out. Alright. Time to get to work. Time to hit the old workstation. 5 leads, far below the call target from my supervisor requested. The day's work of managing expectations begins. Beep. Hello, this is BB, representative for the prestigious Life Contracts Organization. Have you considered your coverage of late? What? Who gave you this number? Never call me again. Click. Oh, I see. Beep. Greetings, this is Life Contracts. We have a fabulous offer for you. An offer from the stars. 2%. Enjoy hearing more? No. No. Beep. Hello? The voice on the other end starts speaking immediately and intently with a low voice. You are unable to make out any words. Aware that you are being monitored for time, you gingerly hang up after 4 minutes. Beep. Dead. You're so dead. You're going to die. It will happen to you. So, why not talk to Life Contracts? Boy, who wrote these scripts? Low rattling choke. Click. Beep. Edward. I can't make love to you. I'm a priestess of Baal. Baal? I'm hoping this one isn't picked for call listing. Where are you people calling from? Wasn't this line deactivated years ago? Oh God. Okay. No, I don't want exit to loader. Oh, it's okay. I've highlighted exit. I see. Like how it looks like you're the person on the other side of the phone, like through the phone at the character. Kind of. Baal, like the Blood Angels. It's also, I don't know. Baal gets used a lot, and I don't really know how to explain it. Like I think, like a lot of, I don't remember what the term is. It's not voodoo. There's an actual term for it. But like that kind of sect, Baal or Baal. I don't know. It depends on the dialect. Like I was saying, Jamaican people say Baal. And I think Obia is what it's called. is like a practice of mysticism, which is a weird combination of Christianity and like African mysticism. It comes up in different cultures. Policeman, I completely forgot what accent I gave this girl, by the way. Policemen roam the back corridors. I wear an intent expression and sip coffee to remain inconspicuous while I'm wandering around. Their motionless faces continue staring out to sea. I know a Jamaican guy who, like... Noise of the waves mixes with the background murmur of the call center. I see some things that could be seals moving through the waves. Honestly, I just nod along to pray he isn't being out of pocket. It's gone horribly wrong for me on multiple occasions. Yeah. I try the door and to the dialer room. It won't open. Am I supposed to be able to get in here? Didn't they say I'd get a key in the mail? I don't know. I don't think I haven't known any Jamaican people. I go to a Jamaican restaurant semi-frequently. But that's really not the same. I like their food. That's basically it. Dude. Jamaicans and Guyanese. Noise. Back here are older wallpapered passages from when the building used to belong to someone else. Feels like it's been forgotten about. Someone's still watering the plants, I guess. The door locks behind me. I cannot get through the accent sometimes. Jamaican jerk chicken is so good too. I do like jerk chicken. I like oxtail. Oxtail's very good. Brown stew chicken, fucking incredibly good. I love brown stew chicken so much. I like getting Irish moss. Like Irish moss. I've always been semi-decent with accents because I've been terminally online for a very long time. You know, known a lot of people from a lot of different places. And I've had a lot of... yeah. I had, 2 professors for a math class that I had in, college. And one was a little Chinese lady. It was a lab, and one of the professors was a little Chinese lady, and the other one was a, he was from Nolans, and he had the super thick Louisianian, accent, and it was so hard to understand either of them. It was really difficult. I was one of maybe 2 people that I knew in that in that lab that could decipher what they were saying at any given moment. The little Chinese lady's either the best or worst teacher of all time. She was awful because most people couldn't understand her, and she'd get really frustrated about it, which I guess is understandable. But it didn't help the people that didn't understand her when she'd get mad at them. So they just thought she was being rude to them, which I guess she kind of was. But people were also very rude to her because they couldn't understand her, and that frustrated them. It was miserable for everybody involved. To announce that we have succeeded in winning the call handling contract for all of the activities to last till Q3. Existing staff must be gradually familiarized with the new process in order to not cause alarm. Police will be on staff for all instances and have agreed to use our ice room for this purpose. I can't tell how recent these are. The attached charts are all indecipherable, and they look like they come from an archaic 3D modeling software. Oof, a negative positive feedback loop. Yeah. And what was worse was the professor, the Louisianian professor. His accent was even thicker. Like, he was harder to understand. And yeah, it was... Nobody in those labs were happy campers. I guess I can hold on to this until my real one arrives. There's a crude marker drawing of a key on the surface, but I can't see any name. Actions. More hand sanitizer. Access to the bay. Route will commence 4 a.m., 6 a.m. Watch out for nothing. Also, if you've got to go to bed, dude, go to bed. If you got an exam tomorrow, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, gangster. On my way back, I opened one of the filing cabinets. Rubber bands, staples, documents about nothing I'm familiar with. There's still no one around. I'm afraid, brother? Be not afraid, brother. You've trained your life for this moment, brother. I don't think that was open. I tried the card key on the door, but it won't lock. Nobody's around to help. At the other end of the hallway, I think I hear a murmur. Okay, and you can be afraid and rested, dog. Go fucking night-night. No, I haven't. You'll be okay. At very least, even if you're not... yeah, you're gonna be scared and rested. If you haven't studied, at least you'll have rest. Otherwise, you'll just be unstudied and sleep-deprived. You feel less sleep-deprived? Exactly. When I step inside, the lights are dimmed, and the murmuring grows louder, more excited. I feel they're talking about me, and I try to walk through faster. Uh-oh. I have studied, it's just not going through. Oh, I mean, like you're just not retaining anything? Like you do the studying and shit, you just don't click? Yeah. The fuck? Oh, it's a desk. I probably really have no reason to be looking around for things. Uh-oh. Are you sorry for the things you've done? Uh-oh. When I escape from the bag, I find myself in a crowded sub-office somewhere in the depths of the building. It's filled with policemen, using it as a temporary lounge. Nobody's paying much attention to me. I guess it's catch and release for now. Goodbye. Good night, man. Godspeed. Good luck on your exam tomorrow. At least you'll be rested, somewhat, I hope. But good night. Yeah, you got this, man. Get that shit. C's get degrees, baby. You can trust me. I'm the cool policeman. Check these yo-yo tricks. Did you ever hear of a band named Fugazi? You look like someone I once strangled in a dream. Does something smell like blood in here? Is it just me? Ignore that. I'm quirky, but I get the job done. Someone behind a desk is enjoying his own voice while pretending to talk to me. I carefully deflect all queries of rule number 1 of making a zine is never talk to the police. True. It's so true. Wow, I can't believe it's cool policeman. He has the top clearance rate in the whole city since none of the bodies are ever found. You think I could get an autograph? Well. Oh my god, is Echo the... Why is there just an Echo the Dolphin poster? It's pretty based. Now I don't recognize where I am at all. Is it another department of the call center? Other employees are walking slowly through a doorway at the end of the hall. Hello, Mr. Cloake. Not what I'm called. Not what I'm called. It's not my name. Also, hi, Squares. Hello. Welcome in. I just finished routine like 30 minutes ago. Now we're having a little anthology of the killer time. Not what I'm called. Hag, you've embedded that line into my brain. I don't get to use it as often. Yeah. I go through another door. This one's filled with managers. Shredded paper fragments cover the floor, and everything smells of disinfectant and warm rubber. The fuck are those? That's an interesting little getup they've got going on. Good? Yeah. Wait, are these the call lists I was looking for? I look through and see the names of dead people, missing people, family, strangers, friends, numbers, home, and addresses. This might not be my department. Gotten enough of your silly worms in my head. I'm glad I've gotten you with one, at least. You've gotten me with a few, I think. That one I just don't get to do as often. Boy, the rate is so high these days. They're saying the rate is going to go up even further. We'll certainly need the extra space for all of them. Glad we figured out how to make money from the rate. Wow. Wait, what do those guys look like? Oh, okay. They're kind of just like the same. These guys are kind of those guys, but with masks on, it seems like. I can't go there. Did you hear? He's coming to visit later on. I hear he's very biggy about what he sees. Do our best to make everything just right for him. I'm so excited that we finally get to meet him. We welcome the killer. Uh-oh. I wouldn't know. You just claim you've gotten my head full of worms, and when I say you've definitely picked up things from me, you just gaslight me about it. Oh. I don't do that. Excuse me. Are you sorry for the things you've done? Anyways. Time to go the other way. I didn't go yonder. Second dialer's next to the ocean again. Outside, it's darker than before. The low chatter of voices sounds just like the sea. Suddenly I feel relaxed, as though I was where I need to be. Find a desk that's not mine, that waits for me. The call scripts are written out phonetically. After a while, I stop trying to work out what they really mean and lose myself in the rhythm of my own voice. C-I-S-O, C-K mires, et E-may-I. At night, I had a dream that felt like waking from a dream. Clumps of hair were growing out of the sand. Tried pulling them up and found only more hair. My coworkers were calling me from further down the beach. Oh, there they are. The heck kind of routine tendrils when you think about it. Dude, you're so true, actually. For real, for real. Wowie zowie. I go up. The fuck? In a room above, the waves, the management are getting ready to eat. There's a place for me. The food looks so enticing that I want to cry. The meat of the tongue is almost too pliant to cut through, but my knife is very sharp. I carve out a square and put it into my mouth. It's delicious, dripping with wet fat and juice. I don't think there's gonna be any fat in a tongue, gangster. That's all muscle. I chew and chew, but it never seems to diminish in my mouth. When I wake up, my pillow is gone. My lips are chapped and sore. It's 3 a.m. Check my phone. I have a new message. Apparently the office burned down last night and will be closed indefinitely. I don't know whether anybody was inside. And as I had not completed my basic training, I would not be eligible for severance pay. Oh. Yeah, I kind of have to quit out, I guess. Yeah, no, I have to close the game. Okay. If you say so. Oh! It doesn't close the game. That's really nice. The way it was worded was I was gonna... Anyways, this bitch ate a fucking pillow. Would you ever pay to be severed? I guess it depends on how much. You know? Maybe we could pay. If I don't need something. Oh, that's the voice. Fuck? Nope. Why not? What if it was just like a finger? Like, what if it was they took your like index, or not your index finger, like your ring, like your right ring finger, for like 500 grand? I'm not getting severed? Why not? They say that later Baby will drop by. Is that so? I'd like to meet Baby. Hashtag frick big corpo. Hey, it's that those Japanese waves that were used as packaging. Do you guys know that a lot of Japanese art was used as like packaging for packages for like shipping? Like Japanese didn't really respect like visual arts, but they were really autistic about packages. So they wanted to make packaging like really fancy. So almost all visual, like Japanese visual art that we have is from packaging. Bird, how much do I have to pay you so you don't sever me? I'll tell you off stream. Did you hear that got sold, the actual painting? I didn't hear that. No. I wonder how much it got sold for, given that it's packaging, you fucker. Oh, it's Bort! Bart Simpson! Look at him. Wow. He's beautiful. It's kind of a perfect little guy if you think about it. There he is. I just want to stare at him. Wow. Look at him. You look like that? That's it, I'm fucking banning you. Hold on. I'm fucking getting it out. No, I'm kidding. No. That boy's right. What? It's a joke, it's a joke. I'm kidding. That's gonna have a word with the creator. Does that guy even own his own game or his own IP anymore? Let me in. Let me in. Oh. Oh. Okay, T. Good. How's D&D? Almost done. Apparently. I wake up one night to a horrible scream outside my window. It sounds like the killer is at it again. The moon is high and I'm feeling restless. The apartment block's protective shutters have gone down for the night. Maybe a walk is what I need. Progress on my new zine remains slow, but I keep falling asleep in the middle of the sentences. On the other hand, the effect is kind of funny. Is this what it means to be new wave? Splatterman. Notes on the strange masks. Recently, strange masks have begun appearing in the city. What's with all these masks? Nobody wants to talk about them. In my opinion... Tag. Nerd? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna blow you up. Oh, clown! Oh, hey. Where the fuck did I go? Oh.
Baby, is that you?
I think we're low on merchandise for the online store. My sister is still hard at work. Her hours have become increasingly irregular since she started using the internet every day. She says it makes her smarter. But at what cost? The fuck?
If you're already awake, could you run for some supplies?
Using forbidden knowledge, ZZ discovered we could pay the rent by putting mysterious items for sale online. I'm in charge of inventory, which means my job is grabbing them beforehand. Maybe I should... I don't think I'm going to need to take a picture of that. You know, I was going to say I do that almost nightly, but then you said it so wasn't funny anymore, so I'm going to disagree with you just to antagonize you. Fuck you, I don't do that. That's not me. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I'll be so real, I don't even remember what I said. I don't know what you're talking about either. But nobody seems to guard these things or pay attention when they're lost. Who's buying them? How do they have any value? I told you. That's the economy. I already forgot what voice I gave her. That's okay, you hate me? No, that's too much effort.
Nobody ever said it makes sense. Just keep an eye for any old beanie babies while you're out there. Wow. This must be the exciting new direction in life that can only come by attaining a career. Wow. Little pink gal falling asleep typing. Oh yeah, okay. You know, that is you. You literally do that. Except you don't fall asleep. You do the opposite, actually. You keep yourself awake typing. I should have read. Another reason for cheap rooms is the antiquated security system, far beneath today's superior anti-murder technology. The elevator will be unusable till morning. The shutters are scored and pitted on both sides with knife marks. Oh. This world's kind of epic, actually. It's just, there's just a guy that kills everybody, and the only thing they can do about it is board up the room, I guess. Every week, someone leaves these flyers in the hall. I often wonder what it's about. What it is about this town that leads to such weird advertising sensibility. Grabber's moving company will take you away. Maybe it's the murder. The rampant murder? The television is playing a foreign drama, but I can sort of work out what's meant to be happening. Huh. Is this reference to something? I keep falling dead asleep with my phone in my hand. Oh, I did keep falling asleep with my phone in my hands last night and woke up with more text that I had started, never sent to this morning. You're so crazy, I don't do that. You're so true, actually, I believe you wholeheartedly. Of course. Why shouldn't I, after all? Aside from night noises, this part of the city has many amenities. The rooms here are cheap because of all the murders. Unfortunately, rent is due all the same. Wow. Friendly reminder, owner is not liable for what happens in the tunnels. Alright. I like the picture of the dog guy. He's kind of a cutie pie. It's kind of a little cutie pie. The tunnels. The soft vibration runs through the floor of the laundry room. None of the other residents are around at this hour, but all the washers are in use day and night. It's so true. What kind of tunnels? Well, you know, I'm a woman, taking a little walk. And it only makes sense for I, a woman, to venture into the woman tunnels. Exclamation mark, woman tunnels. Oh. Through the window of the washer, I can see a kind of grayish, pulpy sludge turned indefinitely by the big spinners. I guess someone wants it very clean. Meow, meow, meow. I've never been able to find out who pulled off the tunnel cover to start with. Although the joke is that the owners thought it would be cheaper than building a fire escape. The air from inside is inviting and cool. Whoa. Nice little ship.
Suddenly first person again. This truly is the woman tunnels. And I wish this was in my apartment complex. If I lived in an apartment complex, I'd want this going on. Just peeping in people's damn homes. That's a weird room. HVAC realistically should be this big. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know anything about HVAC.
I climb out into some kind of storeroom, dead moths under my feet. The clothes here look to be around 20 years old, which is not enough. I'll have to go deeper.
I really like the music.
At this point, I feel I should explain something about the nature of this building.
Oh, there we go.
Like many cities, this one underwent many changes over the years. There was an industrial period, a retail period, a service period, etc. Till gradually, the things it manufactured became too abstract and indecipherable to easily be summarized in any way. I still hope to find out what they are myself one day. Anyway, with each change in the economy, the building was adapted to a new shape. New rooms added or closed off, each layer draped piecemeal over the last, to form new spaces where opportunity might live.
All I know about HVAC is one of my housemates that was going to school for it came home with reptilian skin from cooling agent once. Yeah, chemicals will do that. Chemicals will definitely do that.
Speaking of which, ZZ says the sweet spot for nostalgia material is 30 to 40 years old, or old enough to smell like death. I think the internet is accelerating her tendencies towards the gothic. Personally, I have always been more about true crime.
So true. Dude, I really like the concept of this place.
I just placed some spiders and rummage in the box. Result, 3 copies of Patch Adams on VHS. A jigsaw puzzle with a picture of a boat. Miscellaneous plastic shit. I don't feel like carrying any of it back. The search goes on.
That's not where it came from. That looks like someone's profile picture, and I don't remember whose it is. Alexa, play Lotta True Crime by Penelope Scott. I don't know that one.
I don't know. Oh, Bort. When I pick, it's literally named Bort doll. Oh my fucking god, dude.
I don't think you'd like it. Okay. It's actually named Bort. I didn't realize.
I pick up the Bort doll, a layer of greasy rubber skin comes off and sticks to my hands. The bulbous eyes roll crazily around. No good to sell, but maybe could be scavenged for parts. I make a mental note.
Dude, talking like my fucking grandpa for his fucking truck. This thing's a piece of shit, but I could scavenge this. There's parts. Dude, sometimes I'll be out helping my grandpa with something, like driving around, and he'll like turn his entire body to look at something like on the road, and it's like 99% of the time he's looking at a truck wondering if he could like follow it to to pay the guy for like parts off of it or something, to like buy it off of him so he could put parts on his truck or his Jeep.
Another box. This one says stickies and shows a smiling woman being encased in drained slime. It's being held tightly shut with electrical tape.
Incredible, what a special lad. He's a very special guy. He's awesome. I love my grandpa. He actually did recently purchase an entire Jeep, like an earlier year than what he has, but he bought it just for parts, and for like very specific parts, but he keeps thinking about like what he wanted to do was take the parts he needed off it and then sell it again for like obviously for probably less money than he got it, but he keeps thinking about like, well, what if like the engine goes out and I need to put a new engine into my Jeep, or like, well, what if like what if the fucking bumper gets like ripped off, or like the grill gets like a hole punched in and I need a new grill. So he won't let go of it. Which I mean, understandable, because you can't. He like busted a tail light, and the casing for that tail light, the only place he could find it was some fucking store in like New Jersey, on the other side of the country, and they wanted $450 just for like the tail light casing, not the light or anything. Jeep of Theseus? I don't remember that reference. The clothes rack seems to contain nothing but denim overalls with a smiling clown embroidered decal. They are covered with a soft layer of translucent mold that seems to be coming from the clown. Oh, Hag! It's Hag! Here's the masks. Box of knives, barely used. A t-shirt reading Blomby Dog. Abstract plastic toy with horribly detailed rubber feet that's covered in tufts of synthetic hair. You're so mean to me. You were literally talking about the mold earlier. Calm down. Simmer down. And where the fuck? So I refuse to believe you. You don't remember the ship of Theseus. What? Ain't no way. Not by name. I keep looking through the heaps of clear plastic pyramid with a racing car inside. Pile of cassette tapes with the insides pulled out and knotted together. A copy of Steely Dan live at the Gibbous. I push onwards. Good call. Nobody fucking actually listens to Steely Dan. They just use it to test their new their new audio systems. Another box. This one says stickies. Huh. I think I already read this. Yeah, I did. Okay. No, I didn't go this way. Yeah, I know. I just exist to contradict you. True. Truth. Truth nuke. Hey, man. More of the ghosts. Oh, these ones are on... They're not real ghosts. Handprints. So far, tonight's pickings have been slim, so I keep moving, and gradually find myself in a place I've never been before. The corridors are narrow, but still feel lived in somehow. The rooms get closer, the clutter more deliberate. The ship of Theseus is just some thought experiment where you take one ship, slowly replace every single part of it. It is still the same ship, something along those lines. Okay, yeah. Your grandpa's Jeep is the Jeep of Theseus. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely a Jeep of Theseus kind of thing. I do remember that. I just didn't remember it by name. Flyers for an old local bingo. Or for a local bingo night have been left in the hall. Potted plant that's still alive. Old but well-used office supplies that don't have too much dust. I hear soft whispering behind the walls. It's okay, I was just surprised I could recall something you didn't for once, and that kind of never happens. I'm not good with names, typically. Is that plant? Dead end?
Ah, this part feels like a waiting room, but there's no one else around. Fresh magazines have been left on the couches. What are they expecting here, exactly?
Is your name Donald Duck? Up/down/enter. Yeah. Wow, Mr. Duck. Such an honor to meet you. Please step inside. We have so much to discuss. Ah. Help, don't kidnap me. I'm not with anything momentarily. What's this? Why, it's my first strangle victim doll, circa 1971, in surprisingly good condition. I believe we'd used up the last of them since some time before.
I wonder where they found it.
What?
What? I'm not a doll.
I already forgot her voice. Really, you're dressed very similarly, though. This is...
Help, don't strangle me. I'm a real person. Help. A stupid coincidence.
Oh, they were a wonderful toy. You opened up the torso, they had little plastic innards, and if you stood on their throats, their eyes would really bulge. Sometimes I think that's what first put me on the path of pure research. Through administrative duties, began to take up all my time. In truth, it makes little difference. It's like everybody in the college. I lost the ability to distinguish dolls from people some time ago. I wonder why I'm talking to a toy. Old age. Soon I'll ask a member of staff to come in and carve off the skin, or the coating, or what have you, and we can figure out what lies inside. The path of pure research is long. In the meantime, there are committee meetings. Goodbye, goodbye.
What? This is a college? College of what? Luckily, they seem to have a very abstract notion of how knots work. But I guess that's academia for you. I better vamoose.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Oh, desktop. Oh, I have the volume mixer open already. Silly me. Oops. Minimize. What is your fucking problem, bro? Whoa. Alright, whatever. Oops.
Has my fashion sense really been ripping off an obscure and horrible doll line for all these years? There's nothing new under the sun? They look too mutilated to be worth anything, so I guess the terrible secret dies with them. I hear a drilling noise and breaking glass, and everything smells like sawdust and wet paint. A feeling like a work in progress. Something tells me I should stay out of people's way.
Uh-oh.
Just like the academies, this room is full of crude handmade machines made of junk that's creaking and shifting. Not sure how any of them are meant to work. Everything's just heaps of knives and balsa wood.
Yeah. Goodbye.
The elevator is rusted shut, but at least I'm still in the network of the same antique security system. And buttons on the panel look like they've melted down by acid.
Oh. I guess I have to get caught by this guy. Oh, no, not quite. Yeah! Really glad I turned this down. Yeah, they just try to make it straight line for me. Is this a teacher's lounge? Oh. Oh. Boy, it's been a while since I got my hands dirty with one of you things. Let me think, is this a Phillips? Boy, if you don't shut the damn up. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh. Alright. I love the wallpaper. all the kitties. Get memo. Anatomical diagrams crudely painted with astrology symbols are scattered around the desks and walls, along with ashtrays and moldy, weeks-old coffee. Moldy coffee, huh? That sounds like Hag's kind of coffee. Posters on the wall for school production of Melmo the Wanderer. Bring your own special effects. Use knives and drills for sale or exchange. Tuition in Esperanto, the language of the future. Ruh-roh. Okay, well,
That guy's on to me, I think.
goodies are good, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like all the bleeps and bloops. Horrible noise of splitting plastic, screaming and breaking can be heard from behind the door, which I resolve to firmly stay on this side of. Yeah. Fuck it. Boy, they really went all out renovating this place. Beneath the wallpaper, outlines of sealed doorways can be seen. Decades of staff rotas peel off the walls as I move by. Pages and pages of rambling text on moldering and discolored paper have been stuck to the walls with what seems to be ketchup. The academic job market takes another toll. Shaw history in the body of murdered convict. Well, as if he saw it in a decapitated king, creating history is the duty of all murderers. And in the tools they hack with, we see the reflection of a new age that is to come. To perfect murder, we must create a new universe devoted exclusively towards that purpose. We must also consider the possibility that we live in it already. To imagine a new society is to call it into being. We must first prepare a list of bylaws. Dude, bureaucracy for the murder society! Photographs mark the inauguration of the college on the evening of the Great Vision. What's the point of portraits everywhere when everyone is wearing a mask? My goodness, what's this? Having survived the workshops of necessity, I now find myself stranded in the new world of the aesthetic. Such are the thoughts of the general public, and they make their cautious entrance into history. Well. Bloody Nights 4. I love the little murder fucking, like, Rube Goldberg machines. Goodbye. That's what I would say if I was probably not going to get caught right here. That's a different laugh, at least. Sound sculpture masks the sound of distant screams. Okay. Can art be a murder by weapon? Can art be a murder weapon? My thesis project will finally resolve the ancient question. Using pattern and form, it overwhelms and destroys the subject's own sense of physical coherence. Just feels like a stupid music video. I don't like that noise. What are you jorking their shit a little too hard? Well, an experiment is just as valuable when it fails. That style of decoration is sure to be popular in the new regime, as people will want something interesting to look at while they're waiting to be killed. Please adjust your portfolios accordingly. Well, I don't know where I am. You're not fucking with our J.O. room? No, not really. It's kind of cliche, kind of gaudy. Okay. Sound sculpture masks the sound of distant screams approaching steps. As such, I believe they will be very popular. Of course, ultimately, such noises are the foundation of a far greater symphony. there is no shame in being midwife to a dream. Wow. The fucking animation of somebody just being stabbed. Pretty good. Beep, 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 beep. A calm study nestles in the middle of the horrible murderer compound. Respectable leather-board tomes line the walls. An aura of propriety seems to muffle all sound. I think my nose is bleeding. Copies of the owner's publications, including Introduction to the Western Canon, Advanced Studies in the Western Canon, Whatever Happened to the Western Canon, and The Western Canon Rocks Out, abridged edition for teens and study groups. The ceiling. It's just like Pathfinder when you think about it. True, it's that thing that's not the Endless Void, it turns out. Picture of the hooded man I met when I woke up. The prestigious Mr. Zhu wows attendants at an academic soiree with his all-embracing knowledge of the cultural world. Well... I wonder, is it sentimental I held on to all aspects of my old career? But I always wanted to live inside a tomb. Talking doll, you've been wandering around the pieces of the world that was. Wouldn't you like a visit to the world that is to come? Yeah. The interest of homicide has always been symbolic. Real death has no consequence, and in fact is rather kitsch. What matters is the new world we can glimpse in this idea. What is the utopia of murder? Guy just made a Disney-like ride. The sun and moon, knives, ropes and buildings, clouds. Oh. Where are you? My eyesight is quite bad these days. I haven't moved like this for quite a while. None of us tend to leave campus these days. You know how it is. As you think and think, the thickets grow denser. I can still hear the flat, droning voice behind me. These corridors seem quieter, more familiar. I swear, I once found a lost cache of troll dolls inside these rooms. Okay, I probably came out of there. Think we're gonna find Beanie Babies? I think that would be pretty cool if we found Beanie Babies. I hope so, dude. That would just make my freaking night, bro. The door is locked, but looks more maintenance-y than others. A sticker on the door says, "Unseal with hallway access panel." Am I near the location of the long-lost air conditioner controls? Wow. Got an old dragon Beanie Baby? That sounds pretty sick. There's a lever on this, so it's probably the thing that opens the door. I'm getting sick and tired of being chased by murderers all night, and not going to look into this any further. Uh-oh. Who's there? It's you. My goodness, the years have hardly altered you at all. Ah. Uh-oh. Pretty awesome. What to show me? Dude, it's me! I'm the murderer! Guys, I'm the killer! Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nuh-uh-uh. Nuh-uh-uh. It really is a game about you. True. I didn't know the killer was a bird. Uh-oh. BB's report epilogue. After finding my way inside the vent, I was able to get back to the apartment without any further incident.
although all night long strange noises echoed through the pipes. The next morning, we totaled up the day's haul. Result, assorted pogs and a pamphlet that must have been placed in my pocket somehow. I thought the pamphlet might have been worth something, but Zizi says there are copies lying around inside the bus station for free.
A frightening world, an interesting place to be in. Wide variety of classes, learn a trade. Oh, escape to the report. Exit to loader, yes. You know what is funny for you to talk about being a murderer after the conversation we had earlier today? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're true. I might cut this short tonight. Because I don't want to do my voice too much. So I think an hour of talking is good. I think 2 chapters of Anthology of the Killer is good, and it leaves me enough for this to be like another real stream. So I think that'll do me for tonight. Exiting. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually exit the game. I have to like walk to the bears and then it closes. Okay, I understand how it works now. But thank you guys for coming out. Let's see who is streaming. There's a lot of people streaming. there's a lot of them. Let's see what we have to work with. Good stream, nerd. Thank you. I feel like we rated Flower pretty recently. Spoopy's streaming. Dinky's streaming. Dinky hung out for a good while. You can go see Dinky. I think that's a good idea. Everybody online tonight. It's true. What's Ghost doing? Ghost is doing art. That's pretty cool. What do you guys think? What? Oh, they're doing Sonic Racing. They're doing a collab though. No, kind of doing. I don't know. I feel like I'm barging in. Maybe I just end tonight. I don't know. Good night, Bird. You too, man. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I might just end stream. I think. Yeah. Let me pull up the playlist. Okay. Oh no, am I late? A little bit. I'm kind of short. 'Cause I streamed a good while last night. And I did a lot of reading today, so I don't want to bust my voice up. I was looking for people to rate out too, but I think I'm just gonna call it. So, you know what? Goopy's playing Look Outside. How long has Goopy been going? Have you a lovely rest of your night, Bird? Thank you. I'm glad you could stop by. It's good to see you. Always. Yeah. I'm just gonna end. Good night, guys. Thank you for coming out. I don't know when next stream will be. Probably Tuesday, because I have some things I want to, I have errands and stuff I want to do tomorrow. Give my voice a little bit of rest, because I'm not used to it anymore. So, I'll see you guys probably Tuesday. Maybe I'll do 5 o'clocks, maybe I'll go back to the 7 o'clocks Mountain Time. I don't really know. Regardless, I appreciate all you guys coming out and hang out with me. I will see you guys whenever next time is. And do have good nights. Bye bye. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. What the? Oh no.